Number 17, Linnea Torstensson. Number 20, Isabel Gulden. Number 22, Jessica Helleberg. Number 25, Angelika Valen. And number 27, Sabina Jakobsen. Team officials for this match: Torbjörn Klingvall, Thomas Sivertsson, Jenny Klasson, and Karina Nurberg. Ladies and gentlemen, a warm welcome to the board of referees. Mrs. Carmen Diana Florescu from Romania, and Mrs. Ana Maria Duta, also from Romania. In the name of European Handball Federation, chief observer for this match, Mrs. Monique Alsengist from Netherlands. And EHF supervisor for this match, Mr. Viktor Konoplyatin from Ukraine. Today also EHF representatives for this match, Mr. Leopold
Maria Duta from Romania. An experienced refereeing partnership. But of course, if France win the second match today, then it's all still open, and it means that Denmark could pip the French if they won their last match of the day. So this a little bit of a curtain raiser. We shall start now with the national anthems. Czech Republic first.
Ladies and gentlemen, national anthem of Sweden.
And now the anthem of Sweden. So the anthem's over. The teams will wheel around. Customary handshakes and tossing of the coin for the throw-off. And the two coaching staff meet as well. Well, it is the first match of three here today, and high drama, I'm sure, is in store for us as the day goes on. Well, let's have a look then at the team, starting with the Czech Republic, and right winger Knedlikova has been hugely impressive with 16 goals and an 84% success rate. She should start opposite Hrenkova on the left wing. Influential playmaker Luzumova, though, is out injured. So Kechlikova should start at the centre with Sterbova and Cherna at the back, while Vitkova should be on the line, and of course Rannikova in goal. And there she is, the 27-year-old, 36% save rate in the competition, 59 caps. And there is Hrenkova with 19 goals so far in the competition, the left winger who plays for Sokol Poruca. For Sweden, well, playmaker Gulden is their top scorer with 27 goals. She should start with Torstensson, who's on 25 goals, and either Jakobsen or Alm have switched at the other side. The wingers have been quiet, though, in this competition for Sweden, but we should see Helleberg and probably Hawea Svensson start. And Ogren, though, impressive on the line. There is Gulden, likely to be the playmaker. 27 in the competition, 334 in total for her country for the 23-year-old playmaker. And Linnea Torstensson just behind her on 25 goals, a prolific goal scorer, the left back. 517 goals before coming to this competition. For Jan Bašny in the picture there, the coach of the Czech Republic, he must be delighted. He's brought up a young team. The Czech Republic have not participated in a major competition since Euro 2004. He's rebuilding for the future, but then Torbjörn Klingvall has not been in the job long either. He took over just a few months ago, in fact since the London Olympics, when Per Johansson decided to step down. And he's had his work cut out here with a few real ups and downs. So here we go then, and it's the Czech Republic today in the all-white strip who throw off, playing from left to right. Sweden today in the all-blue. We'll start with a 6-0 defence. Both teams have defended heroically, one would have to say, in the competition. Nicely done. They can switch it quickly to the other side. Good save early on by Grubström. Disappointment there for Knedlikova. Well, Sweden played well early on, notably beating Denmark before they slipped up against France, but they've only managed 1 point in their 2 main round games. Despite playing well, that was a draw against Serbia. Off the post, neither winger succeeding, and in fact, Sweden have opted to start with Sand, and too many steps taken. A cheap giveaway by the Czech Republic. Czech Republic, who've put up some good performances, losing only by a handful of goals to Norway, Denmark and France, and they'll probably feel unlucky that they haven't got 1 point, at least in the main round. Their only win of the competition so far coming on the opening day when they beat the Ukraine 25-22 to qualify for the main round. That result, of course, not carried into the main round because the Ukraine then failed to qualify. And just stop play briefly because they took a free throw and Sand was still inside the 9-metre areas, just calling for her to come out. Roberts at right back, so it's all change for Klingvall, the coach, starting with a slightly different lineup to what he's tried before. Long pass all the way down into the wing. Knedlikova, and she gets off the mark. The 23-year-old who plays for Slavia Prague. 16 goals so far in the competition, with an enviable 84% success rate. She's only missed 3 shots in the entire competition so far, although she has missed one here earlier today. Sand again, but no space for the shot. She brings it out. And Sweden hit back.
Goal Sweden, scored by number 20, Isabel Gulden.
Gulden, the scorer. Looking for the line, Torstensson stolen it, Sand. Straight up court to Ogren. Off the crossbar and it stays out. Being played fast here. Well, for the Czech Republic, they have 0 points. Sweden are on 3. Czech Republic cannot come off the bottom of the group, but they would love to come away at least with some main round points, or point even. For Sweden, well, there is still something at stake, and they could finish 3rd in the group if they win here today. Depends on the other results as well, though. And it means they would still have 1 more match to play in the competition, a 5th place playoff. Looking for the line. Ball is stolen, put out by Ruchkova. Calmly taken, and the 23-year-old winger, Knedlikova.
Another goal for Czech Republic, scored by number 3, Jana Knedlikova.
So Knedlikova, who's scored 55 times for her country in 28 internationals, got off to a good start here. Getting stuck in on the right-hand side, and the Czech Republic have defended really well throughout this competition. In the early stages, they kept the scoring down. They won 25-22 against the Ukraine. They only lost 19-21 against Norway, and 24-28 against Serbia, the host nation. Good save at the other end. That's going to be a free throw. Gulden holds up. Chenkova as she tries to come down, but it all started at the other end with a save from Ranikova. Quick switch back again, tries to go through. It's a penalty, simple move. Vitkova got to the line. And Torstensen's got a yellow card for this foul here. Little push on Vitkova. Opportunist, but Sand didn't close. She was keeping an eye on the winger. So for the Czech Republic, it will be Paula Poznarova. Plays for Sokol Poruba. Grupstrom comes a long way forwards. Well, tried to put it straight over her head, but no luck for Poznarova. One of their most experienced players in the team with 83 internationals for the Czech Republic, 182 goals to let off. Jamina Roberts. She's not really got a long-range shot on her. She tends to look to break through. And for the moment, at least, Torstensen taking time to find her range. Didn't quite frame it. Was covered anyway by Ranikova. And meanwhile, the response at the other end for the Czech Republic. And it comes courtesy of Klara Černá. First goal for Černá. He's had a mixed Euro, 13 goals, but only a 28% success rate with her shooting. She has been very expensive. Torstensen, Jamina Roberts looking to dive in. Ågren's behind, and she scores. Nice play. The 25-year-old who plays for Danish champions Randers, but once more they get hit straight away at the other end. Chenkova. And no one marking her in the centre, and recriminations you could see actually in the slow motion starting immediately behind. Well, a mistake by Sand, the winger, who I think stepped over the line, and so Ranikova, 27-year-old keeper who plays for Zora Olomouc, comes back out again. 3 turnovers then for Sweden, 2 for the Czech Republic. 6.5 minutes played in the first half. Quick play to the centre. Sterbova trying to marshal things in the centre, but she commits an attacking foul on Ågren. Gulden looks for the long pass. It's not there, though. Everyone's covered, and in the end gives it to Torstensen to bring up. Oh, good play. Torstensen turns provider as she finds Lynn Blom. Blom, the newcomer to the Swedish team, just 20 years of age, only played 1 international before arriving in Serbia. Blom, who's being used predominantly in defence, but has scored 4 goals so far in the competition when she's not had a chance to get substituted. And again, poor defending. Sand is just asleep on the wing. There's the wing defender, Sand. Didn't even move. Knedlikova helps herself to goal number 3. So Jamina Roberts goes in, as she often does, and goes straight back out to the left-back position. Usually it's there to open up on the wing. She's got a free throw. Fouled by Vitkova. Roberts, Torstensen straight into Ågren. Ågren held up, though. Can't get away from the markers. Vitkova and Ketslikova. And a solid player as well, Petra Vitkova, a line player who's defended ferociously at Euro 2012. Gulden's away. And they've got another one back. second of the game.
Another goal, Sweden, scored by number 20, Isabel Gulden.
So they're back to within one. So the move called in the centre, it's Ketslikova, who's the playmaker. Second line player's gone in. Knedlikova. Oh, off the post, unlucky. Grubstrom, nowhere near it. Clips the inside of the post, goes off to the side, and sigh of relief for Klingvall. Roberts into the wing, nice play. Sand's got a big angle, tries to go on the inside post, hits the keeper instead.
Saved by number 12, Barbara Ranikova.
Oh, it came off the keeper. It's a save for Ranikova. Second save from 6 shots. Ball going out from the corner. It's a throw-in for the Czech Republic, still on the attack. 10 minutes played in the first half. The Czech Republic, with a better shot efficiency, are leading 5-4. Nice shot, Romana Henkova.
Czech Republic, scored by number 7, Romana Krenkova.
Loose ball picked up by the Czech Republic. It's a free throw, though. Ogren smiles wryly. Thought the referee wasn't going to blow it. More like it. Gulden's got arranged.
Individual goal, scored by number 10,
Ogren putting the block on the line.
Gulden.
Third goal for her, and they're back to within one. We can change on the line now, the Czech Republic. Dominika Seluchka has come in. She was the replacement player for the injured Luzumova. Not a like-for-like change. Luzumova, of course, a playmaker. Seluchka, a line player. But getting a little bit of a run out here. Ogren, oh, sublime pass into her, but what a save by Ranikova. Third save of the game for the Czech goalkeeper. Cuts back inside, no way through. Seluchka comes out to take the throw. The line player number 24, who got called in a couple of days ago, or a couple of games ago, I should say. Not a newcomer to the team, though. 18 caps for her country so far. The ball parried away wide. Free throw for Sweden, and we've got a yellow card for the Czech Republic. And it's the line player, number 24, there she is, for that holding. And Helleberg has come in, which I think is a wise decision by Klingvall. Sand was just not settling into this game at all. Torstensson, Roberts, couldn't get the shot on it. Ogren tries to knock in the loose ball, but couldn't get any power behind it. The Czech Republic coming in quick, but a poor pass. And it's all wasted. Sterbova looking to try and find the line player across and completely missed her. Gulden, Jamina Roberts finally breaks through. It's taken a while, but they're level. 13 minutes and 20 seconds played.
By number 8, Jamina Roberts.
9 players in the Swedish team remain from the team that went out in the group stages, disappointingly so, at the London Olympics. New coach Klingvall bringing in a few new faces. Westerberg, Hauer Svensson, Sand, Lindblom, we've seen also Olsen, the goalkeeper, and Wallen, who hasn't played a lot at the back. May get a run out here today. Came off a defender. That'll be a throw-in from the corner for the Czech Republic. And so back come Sweden. Nice long pass. Helleberg fouled in the act of shooting. Had to be a penalty. And we got a yellow card as well. Eyes to the sky, but Herbkova couldn't avoid that anymore after just running into Helleberg and then catching her arm. So Gulden from 7 meters to put Sweden in the lead. Which she does. First time in the game that they've led. And it's her 4th goal of the game.
Sweden is leading now. Another goal for number 20, Isabel Gulden.
Even the bench can cheer about that one. Klingvall, though, looks businesslike about it. Into the wing, closed angle, Grubström lets out a grunt as the ball hits her in a midriff.
Save for number 16, Cecilia Grubström.
And the shot, plenty of power by Herbkova, but just catches the goalkeeper squarely in the stomach. 7-6 it remains. Then we're past the midway point in this first game of the day in Group 1. Off the post, unlucky, but the loose ball picked up by Poznarova with a foot inside the area. So they say Baranikova comes to nothing. Goalkeeper who's now saved 4 from 11. So they have now switched. Johanna Westerberg has come in, number 14, into the playmaker role. Westerberg, who's had limited court time. Shot goes wide. Scoring 3 from 9. She's a newcomer. In fact, a complete debutante for Sweden here at Euro 2012. Plays for Skuru. So Czech Republic need to improve on their shooting at the moment. %40 success rate on their shooting only, and they missed a penalty to boot as well. Czech Republic with Černá at the back, and she's now been joined on the left-hand side by number 11, Kutovašrova. And we've now got a yellow card.
Yellow card in Sweden.
Hauer Svensson, who's taken over on the far wing. A little untidy. They got to watch out because they're being harried there. Lindblom is pushing a long way up. Solid defending by Helleberg. Forces a very narrow-angled shot for Herbkova, and it goes into the netting. And again, they hit them at the other end.
A goal for Sweden, scored by number 22, Jessica Helleberg.
Well, no goal for over 7 minutes now for the Czech Republic as they've conceded 4. A 6-4 lead has now become a 6-8 deficit for the Czech Republic. Looking to the line. Nearly intercepted. The ball still loose. Over the keeper. Nicely done under pressure. First goal of Euro 2012 for Dominika Selučka, 24-year-old.
Goal Czech Republic, scored by number 24, Dominika Selučka.
Back to within 1. Sweden are up and running now.
Goal Sweden, scored
Jamina
by
Roberts,
number 8.
her second.
Jamina Roberts.
Shot efficiency, 50% for the Swedes, 41 for the Czech Republic. It's improving. Still needs to go up higher. And yet another yellow card. Jamina Roberts this time.
card number 8, Jamila Rubens.
It's the third one for the Swedish team. Further infringements will now automatically have to be 2-minute suspensions. That came off a defender. Goalkeeper didn't get a touch on it, so it's a throw-in from the corner. The Czech Republic keep possession. Focus look there of Johanna Westerberg, wearing a gum shield. Not all players do. Good play. Kutovashrova.
Czech Republic, scored by number 11, Hana Kutovashrova.
Oh, shot taken from a distance out. Westerberg goes wide. Can't quite get her range. Second attempt comes to nothing. Cut back inside again. Cherna. Nothing given. Ketslikova arm appeared. Was it taken? I would have said that her arm was infringed with. Oh, good play. And another great save. Ranikova.
Barbara Ranikova.
Fifth save for the keeper. Lindblom, though not particularly framing a shot too well, comfortably down the centre. Looking to the wing, good play, it's gone in. And we've got a 2-minute suspension coming up as well. And that was great feed in to the wing for Henkova to score. But even without looking, as the whistle went, Hawia Svensson didn't look at the referee. She just turned left and started heading off court. They've already had their 3 yellow cards now. There were few options left, and the change on the right wing then, as Hawia Svensson's gone off, Fugelström comes in. Actually, the more experienced of the two wingers. So Westerberg, the third attempt, manages to score. Little handoff. There's a power play now for the Czech Republic to take advantage. They break through. The ball goes straight down the middle. Catches Grubström. And as the goalkeeper stays down. Well, she's looking up court. But I don't think there was any ill intent in that. Is it? Yes, it's Kutovashrova. Breaks through. She was under pressure and just really didn't place the ball particularly well. But still good play by Swedish keeper Grubström on a 44% save rate. Ranikova has made 5 saves from 15, a 33% save rate. So Sweden short-handed still. 45 more seconds. It's all clear on the left. The whole defence got pulled over, and in the end, Jamina Roberts. That's goal number 3. The whole defence getting himself pulled, despite the fact that Sweden was short-handed and showing maybe sometimes some of their shortcomings in that respect. Oh, lovely play. And again, straight down the middle.
Another excellent
Well, a look by Herkova to the referee. Not sure she felt she was being fouled. And Knedlikova has come back in on the right wing after being given a break. I'm not quite sure why. She was playing so well. And they lost a little bit of the momentum on that wing. She's only had 13 minutes of play. That shot goes wide. Alm has now been put into the attack for Gulden. Her first shot, though, parried away by Ranikova. Long pass. Did well. Romana Fenkova.
Czech Republic scored by
Her third. 23rd minute, Sweden lead by 1. Nice fast break there by the 25-year-old. Into the wing, Helleberg, very closed angle, and that was a comfortable save for Raníková. Czech Republic come back in at pace. That's goalkeeper's 6th save of the game. So change now for the Czech Republic as in comes Helena Sterbova at left back, number 19 on the far side. 16 goals so far in the competition, although somewhat expensive, a 34% success rate with her shooting. Penalty. All down to the industrious work of Katerina Klecikova. Little windmill feint to get past Jamina Roberts, who ends up just straying into the area to try and block her. Penalty to be taken by Herbkova. And again, wasteful with their shooting. It goes out behind. It's not a good penalty. You've got to put them wide. You've just got to slip them in on the post or go in under the keeper. That was at the comfortable height and too close to the keeper. Second penalty miss. Sweden have lost the ball. There's still only 1 goal in it. Well, the ever-dependable Knedlíková scores from the wing.
Equalizer for Czech Republic, scored by number 3, Jana Knedlíková. Team timeout requested.
Team timeout's been requested meanwhile. Well, there the tall figure of the assistant coach of the Swedish team, Thomas Sivertsen, and there Klingvall. He, together with Sivertsen, has taken over the running of the Swedish team after the very popular Per Johansson decided that after their failures at the Olympics, it was time for someone else to have a go.
Ladies and gentlemen, last 5 minutes in the first half.
So 5 minutes remaining after that team timeout for Sweden. Play resumes. Both teams being a little wasteful. 41-44% success rate on their attacks. That said, the kind of norm here at Euro 2012 has been in the low 40s. Still in the centre, Keclíková. Straight through though, and once more the problems are being caused by Katerina Keclíková.
Goal Czech Republic, scored by number 5, Katerina Keclíková.
And suddenly the Czech Republic are back in front again. First goal of the game for Keclíková from 3 attempts, although she's won a couple of penalties, to give her credit. Torstensson, Gulden. And it's a penalty. Angelika Valen going through, but it's a 2-minute suspension as well. Valen fouled by Vitkova.
2-minute suspension for Team Czech Republic, number 14.
And there she goes, steps off the court. Their most experienced player, and Gulden steps up to the 7-meter line. And no luck for Raníková as Gulden levels things once more.
5th individual goal scored by number 20, Twin Sweden, Isabel Gulden.
5th of the game for her, 2 of them coming from the penalty line, and short-handed Czech Republic opt to just leave out one of the players at the back, keep the line player in. Switch out and back in again. Being made to work hard. Knedlikova comes around. Free throw, the foul on Sterbova. Long-range shot taken in the end. Patience running out. The ball won't lift, though, and it's a comfortable pick-up for Grubström. And back comes Sweden. They've got the extra player. 1 more minute of the power play remaining. Torstensson into the wing. Good play. And in the end, they overload the defence as Fugelström comes in on the wing. Fugelström, who's had a bit of a lacklustre campaign here with just 1 goal from 7 attempts in Euro 2012. It's only a second goal of the competition there today. And so it remains balanced on a knife edge. 25 more seconds before they're back to full strength again. Torstensson's got the ball. Goes to pass it to Helleberg. Helleberg wasn't even looking. Threw it in the back. Czech Republic pick up the loose ball. And Sterbova punishes the mistake. And so the team timer, there's the mistake. Player wasn't even looking at her. Maybe she should have been, mind you. Ambling up the court. Into the wing. It's a balloon pass, which just doesn't give her a lot of space, but somehow Helleberg smuggles it past Ranikova with a lot of spin. Look at her hand go over the top of the ball.
Brilliant shot from the left team, scored by number 22, Jessica Helleberg.
So Jessica Helleberg, who plays, as so many of the Swedish team rather do, in Denmark, for Esbjerg. Free throw. Czech Republic are back at full strength. We're coming up to 1 minute remaining and a team timeout called by Jan Bashny, the Czech trainer. Helleberg's second goal of the game, the last one. 7th at Euro 2012. Well, it's too close to call. A lot of mistakes being made by both sides so far. It is a game where the odds are not staggering, but I think it's more playing for pride here and wanting to get points on the board, although, of course, the Swedes still have an opportunity, or they would take other results to go their way as well. So team timeout taken with just over 1 minute remaining. The Czech Republic now on the attack, hoping just from a morale mindset, see if they can just come into the half-time break on level terms. Oh, good play. Defending inside, but had they closed the door earlier, where they bundled back over the line, that seems to be the view of Lindblom and Torstensson, the defenders. And it's the industrious Jana Knedlikova, 23-year-old from Slavia Prague, who's won the penalty. She comes around. Well, in fact, Torstensson is just running inside the defence to block it. And finally, put a penalty away. Henkova scores. Missed 2 so far. It's her 5th. Lost possession. They could even go in one in front, were it not for the fact that Torstensson comes out and cuts the long pass, and there goes the buzzer. And so at the interval here in the opening day, or the opening match of the day, Sweden and the Czech Republic are 14 apiece here in the Combank Arena in Belgrade. Ranikova with 7 saves so far, but Grubström is on 11 in the game. But they cannot be differentiated. So it's tied the score at the interval here, all to play for in the second half. Czech Republic cannot get off the bottom of the group, but will be hoping nevertheless to try and finish the main round with some points. The attacks 41-42%, much of a muchness, 45-44% on their shooting, but 2 missed penalties for the Czech Republic in the first half. Turnovers kept low, 6 for the Czech Republic, 5 for Sweden. Almost seems too low in some respects. And there's that 8-minute gap at the top when the Czech Republic, who had been leading by 2, didn't score and conceded 4, handing the lead back to the Swedes. Gulden with 5 and Henkova also with 5 are the top scorers in the game at the moment here in Belgrade. Nedlikova is just behind them on the rankings, and this is where the goals are coming in from. Not much happening at the back. It's all at 6 meters, fast breaks, or on the wings at the moment, especially the right wing for the Czech Republic, and 1 from 3 penalties, well, for Sweden. Well, again, it's straight down the middle. A couple of penalties as well, a couple of the odd shots on the wing going in, but the left wing's got to be more successful. Well, we'll take a short break. Join us again for the second half in just a few moments. We'll see you then. So welcome back to the Combank Arena in Belgrade, half-time in this first match of the day. Indeed, the last day in the main round of the competition. And this bottom of the table clash, which is tied at half-time between the Czech Republic and Sweden. But still some significance for the Swedes, who could, if they win here today, they'll need a little bit of luck with the other results later today as well, could finish in third place in the group. That would mean a fifth place playoff, and a fifth place at Euro 2012 will give you qualification at the next World Championships. Saves you having to go through all the qualifying process. Into the wing, it comes out again. So Sweden on the attack then. They were led initially by a couple of goals, and they managed to take the lead by a couple of goals, but it's just gone backwards and forwards here. Keeper comes out and is lobbed. Nicely played by Fogelström. Quick throw off is taken again though. Fogelström's second goal. No way through for Keclikova. 26-year-old who's just back from a knee injury and playing very well indeed. Lindblom, having had a bit of a time in a attack, the number 7 for Sweden, is now back in a more defensive role. A nice running play by the Czech Republic as ever. They're constantly looking for the gaps in the defence. And it's Černá. Free throw. And we've got a bit of an injury. Defenders bowled over as Gulden tries to go in. Is Vitkova absolutely fell, took her shoulder in her face. Gulden under pressure with a little bit of a push in the back as well, which didn't help. And the foul by Sterbova inadvertently has resulted in and the injury to the line player, Vitkova, who seems okay. She's back up again. Nothing like ice cold water in your face to wake you up. So she resumes her place in the centre of the defence. Gulden, Jamina Roberts into the wing. There's not enough pace on that attack to overlap the wing. Try again, but again, now Fogelström's having to race back into the position. They come out a third time. In the end, Gulden looked as if she's going to try it herself, but it's given as a free throw for Sweden. Jan Bashny's picked up a yellow card in the process for complaining about the decisions to the referee, but it's passive play being worn, and Sweden need a quick shot. And with that yellow card, let off for the Swedish team. His passive play call goes off. But Roberts fumbles the ball, touches her foot, quickly taken. Torstensson cuts out the initial pass. Unlucky for the Czech Republic. The first pass cut, they got a second chance on the wing. Černá, though, sees it blocked. And meanwhile, they come straight back down the other end, and Raníková makes another save. One goal apiece then in the opening 2 minutes and 15 seconds of the second half. Looks for the line. Oh, clever play. Went past the back of 3 defenders to find the line player Petra Vitkova, who scored 7 so far in the competition. Before today, their most experienced player, 189 internationals, 314 goals. She's way ahead of everybody else. Anyone who has recollections of their last major competition final when they were at Euro 2004, 13th only then. Oh, and unlucky again. Ågren off the post, the second time for her in the game that she's had a shot. So close. Inside the line, that won't count though. And they've lost possession. They're not wholly focused early on here in the second half, the Swedes. That's nicely put away. Sterbova, 3 goals without reply.
Goal for Czech Republic, number 19, Helena Sterbova.
Shot around the defender. Roberts. No way through. And another save, Baranikova. And we've got a player who's gone down, injured in a bit of a tussle, I think, with Torstensson. Seems none the worse for it. It's Cherna, 27-year-old who plays for Slavia Prague. Ranikova is now up on 9 saves, slowly catching Grubström, who's on 11, although they're very closely matched, 38-39% save rates for the 2 keepers. Oh, that wasn't a bad idea by Sterbova, but she couldn't frame it, that's the only difference. And so Grubström let off. Then forced back again as Torstensson plays in the centre. Roberts tests the defence, finds it's quite solid and comes back out again. They're running out of ideas. Passive play. This 5-1 defence by the Czech Republic causing problems, and Ranikova makes a good save. A long pass. Goalkeeper Grubström came out very early. And I don't think that Cherna will have easier goals than that. And there it is. Grubström came out and Cherna could see it straight away. It's just how quickly would the ball reach her. 5 minutes without scoring for Sweden. And they've conceded 4 goals in that time. They are in need of getting the machinery up and running again. 5 fast break goals for the Czech Republic. Normally you would expect the Swedes to be up and running there. Oh, brilliant pass. Gulden to Ågren.
Excellent goal, Team Sweden. Scored by number 2.
Dummied the pass into the centre. Her eyes weren't even looking to the line. Ball's loose. Oh, if she just hadn't rushed it. Knetslikova had more time than she thought, and she tried to make a quick pass. And that's scored by Lindblom. Well, there's suspicion of a foot on the line, I wonder. She is on the line. Not seen by the referee, though. Second goal for Blom. Well, they got themselves up and running against the Swedes, at least. There is something at stake for them here, although winning is not all. They still need other results to go their way, but finishing third in the group would open up direct qualification to the next World Championships, and they are level now. 3 very quick goals. Helleberg, the scorer. Nice long pass to her by Grubström. And all the hard work of the Czech Republic defending hard and scoring 4 goes to nothing. Torstensson into Ågren. Can't get through the line. She says they're inside the 6 meters and wanted a penalty. Slams the ball down in anger, just needs to watch that. And Czech Republic, who defended 6-0 in the first half, have now gone for a 5-1, and now that's changed to a 5-0-1, as it's Torstensson who's individually marked by Knedlikova. Free throw. Well, Sweden getting better on their attacks now. 49% success rate on their attacks. 18 goals from 37. Oh, Goalkeeper will be annoyed. Ranikova as Fugelström finds the inside door's been left open. Up against the post. Third goal for her. Free throw it'll be. So Czech Republic on the attack again. Just one behind. Tries to go around the outside. That's an attacking foul, unfortunately, by Klara Černá. They're trying to cut Torstensson out completely by pushing out very quickly, and off goes Blom. He's being substituted with Roberts between attack and defence. Roberts stays wide for the moment as Fugelström goes in as a second-line player. Gulden, absolutely brilliant pass, and for the third time. Ågren sees her shot come off the woodwork, and she's still cursing all the way up the court from it as well. But what an incredible pass into her. You have to say Gulden is a class act with those passes. Well, if those line shots had gone in, what a difference this would be. Long build-up, and Martinkova has come into the play now, 27-year-old, not had a lot of court time. Tall figure in the attack. Hasn't got time to make an attack substitution defence. She runs into the centre. It's too late. She couldn't get back fast enough, and while they were struggling to plug the central gap, Ågren scores a third. Team timeout called by Bashny while we watch that replay, but there was a great big gap in the centre of defence. Martinkova was supposed to be changing between attack and defence. She went to the bench, wasted time with that curved run before running back off again. But by then they were in trouble already because there was a hole in the middle of the defence that they couldn't quite plug. Ågren with 3 from 8, uncustomarily low for her. She's got a near 60% success rate with the shooting coming into this game. But today she's hit the woodwork, well, 3 times. Certainly unlucky in that respect. Ågren, the number 2 for Sweden, who is the 5th top scorer in the Danish league. No less than 8 of the Swedish team play their club handball in Denmark. Coupled with that, they've got Torstensson playing for Cream Ljubljana in Slovenia, while Flunman, who we haven't seen, line player, plays for Toulon in France. So past the 10-minute mark in the second half, and the Czech Republic resume. Martinkova is back in, number 17, just to the right of the picture. And she will need to be making those substitutions a little bit quicker now and more tidily. The problem is she'd gone on a cross run, got herself a bit stranded. So in the centre, Ruchkova, Martinkova in the centre. They've given possession away. Gulden looks for options. Torstensson now, Gulden. And they've got past the mark, and again a mistake by Martinkova. She stopped to try and stop the pass going across, failed to do so. And once more, too much space on the line. Fugelström, the scorer, 4 from 4. And suddenly it's a 3-goal lead, and they've scored 6 goals without reply, Sweden, in just 6 minutes. They get going again. courtesy of the wing shot there by Sterbova, the 24-year-old who plays for Britain. Sterbova, who had an ankle injury before the competition got underway, and there was some doubt as to whether she'd be okay to get started with it. Ogren held. It's a free throw. Up gets Ogren, who we were talking about earlier, the fifth top scorer in the Danish league. Played at the World Championships and also the London Olympics. Neither of which were a roaring success for Sweden after they took silver at Euro 2010 in Denmark 2 years ago, losing to Norway in the final. Another good save. Meanwhile, Baranikova, and capitalised at the other end, Sterbova.
Another goal for Czech Republic, scored by number 19, Helena Sterbova.
And a lot of pressure, but they simply couldn't close it fast enough, the gap, Sweden, and it's one goal in it only now. So 2 quick goals by Sterbova. They needed her to find the range, and some of the Swedish fans there happy to cheer that on as Torstensson drives in. There, who's based in Slovenia. Gulden, Torstensson again, looks to the line instead. I think if I was Swedish, I'd be getting the measuring tape out to make sure that goal's the right size. They've missed so many. They've just got it on the frame. And the coach, Torbjorn Klingvall, talks to his team. Oh, got to pick it up. Couldn't pick it up herself. It was going to be a double dribble. Back comes Hrenkova. Hrenkova gets the free throw. The attack slightly stale at the moment for the Czech Republic. Just need to pick up the tempo a little. Oh, what a shame for Gulden. Read it well, came out, but just couldn't control the ball. Goes over the sideline. Right. Attack continues. Into the wing, it's very closed angle, tries a spin, she did well. Got a bit of a curve on it, but couldn't quite bring it all the way around, Hrenkova. Not a bad effort, though. 22-20 then. And the ball's intercepted. Oh! Couldn't control it. How unlucky for Sterbova. Thought she'd taken the ball, instead ended up smacking it straight back into the path of Gulden. There it is. And Gulden helps herself. Well, Sweden have been involved in a fair few games where you just get these long goal runs which swing the game one way or the other. They conceded 4 at the beginning of the second half to go 15-18 down. They've then scored 6 in 6 minutes to then take the initiative back. Shades of their game against Serbia, which they drew after being 5 goals down with 12 minutes to go. Although they had led earlier on by 5 themselves in the first half. And in fact, you could say they were leading by 2 with 2 minutes to go. So they really had swung it around before Serbia picked themselves up. Well, I guess it makes good viewing. Long shot, nothing comes of it for Sterbova. And back comes Sweden on the break. It's through the keeper, Fogelström. Well, Fogelström arrived in this game with a 14% success rate on her shooting. She's on 100% today for her 5 goals. That'll help. 22-year-old who plays for the Swedish champion Sävehof. Bit of a first for the club last season. They won both men and women's championships in Sweden. Free throw into the frame then for the Czech Republic comes Hanna Kutovastrova. Number 11, here she is, fumbles the ball, but Ruchkova dropped it initially and then picked it up for a double dribble, and possession goes back to Sweden, who have now opened up a 4-goal lead. 16 minutes and 55 seconds into the second half. Roberts back on again. Fogelström goes wide. Gulden. And a little bit too much pushing going on the line from Lindblom. And she gives away the free throw. Klingvall not too happy as the Czechs come back again. It was a soft shot, but Rushkova's arm was taken as she went to shoot. Got a knock on it. Lindblom catching it. Well, even if they win here today, Sweden will have to wait on the outcome of the next 2 games, which are eagerly awaited in the arena here. Expecting a big crowd to come in, especially for that Serbia-France match, which Serbia, rather surprisingly, in charge of their own fate and could be booking their way into the semi-final with a win or a draw today. And that's another save off the shot by Herbkova. Fogelström, who makes a 13th save for a 39% save rate. Mind you, Ranikova isn't far behind her with 11. So Alm has taken over from Gulden now in the attack in the centre. Torstensson is still there though, and Roberts. Oh, nice play. Needed to release it sooner. Alm knows it as well. Curses. Instead, though, Roberts goes all the way through, tries to put the ball through the legs of the keeper. But it's well blocked by Ranikova. Gets her 12th save. Czech Republic with that opening win against the Ukraine, but narrow defeats ever since. We feel they deserve a point. Kutlvašová. It's her second of the game. And Jan Bashny is turning his bench a little here. Trying to get all the players out, give them some experience. This will be their last match at Euro 2012. They cannot get off the bottom of this group. And meanwhile, Helleberg's gone in. A bit of a bounce shot. Have to come back again. Just Roberts' first goal in the second half, 4th over the game. Keeps the initiative with Sweden, and the Czech fans looking a little despondent here in the Combank Arena. 4 goals down. Looking for the line, no way through there. Norway, for their part, or Sweden rather, started with wins against Denmark and Macedonia. Then had a bit of a contretemps against France, unfortunately. And a draw against Serbia. Too many steps, say the referees, but it's given us a free throw to Ågren. But before she could get anywhere near shooting range, it is foul. There's the long pass. And she rather hoped she could get up to the 6-metre line and make that a penalty, but it wasn't given. Free throw it is. But Sweden in the main round drew with Serbia in that seesaw game. Very physical, bruising encounter, and then narrowly lost to Norway 28-25. After having had a good lead, they came out of the blocks at an absolute sprint in that game and took Norway by surprise. Nice one by Helleberg. It is worth noting that I can't help but feel
Goal Sweden, scored by number 22, Jessica
Jakobsen is injured, and meanwhile a change of keeper for the Czech Republic, and Lucia Satrapova will come in, 23-year-old, plays for Slavia Prague, 30 internationals to her name. Blocked, and Ågren pulls up, seeing her teammate in some distress. Took the full brunt of that block. And Ågren had taken steps anyway, but looked around and saw the player down and pulled up. Well, luckily, here's the incident again. In fact, it's not her face. I thought she got caught in the face. It seems more that she twisted. There was the Ogren who just managed to keep her feet off the ball, not to lose that one. And we are well into the last 10 minutes of this encounter. Sweden 5 to the good against the Czech Republic. Interesting, though, I was about to say that Sabina Jakobsen has been used extensively in defence for Sweden, has not played at all today, and we have to assume that she is injured. She's on the bench, but they've chosen not to put her in. And in fact, in the match against Norway, she started at right back. And there's the new keeper for the Czech Republic, Lucia Satrapova. Given a bit of a run out by Bashny. Got a lot to live up to. 12 saves by Ranikova. And Roberts continues to rack up the goals.
27th goal for Sweden. Scored by number 8, Jakubina Roberts.
Shooting efficiency dropping somewhat for the Czech Republic once more. As the biggest lead yet for Sweden at 6 goals. Good attempt, goes into the wing, it's still in play. Oof! The follow-up by Herbkova has gone straight into the face of Grubstrom, decked her completely. Herbkova comes over, perfunctory apology. And there it is, straight through the hands. Goalkeeper takes the full brunt of it in her face. And down she goes, the 26-year-old who plays for Viborg in Denmark. 15 saves, 36% save rate, and she's, I think X marks the spot on that one. Her nose rather red. She points it as if to say that's where it hit me. Oh, fantastic pass by Roberts. That was lovely. Defence a little bit slow, and Blom celebrating as if that was the winning goal. And it's been a 7-1 exchange now for Sweden, who've got this match by the scruff of the neck and are slowly shaking the life out of it. Czech Republic just cannot find any answers just now. Well, they needed that. And it's Hanna Kutovashrova, 23-year-old from Slavia Prague. Her third of the game. But still, I'm afraid they are somewhat adrift here with only just over 6 minutes remaining. Torstensson, Roberts. And she still can do no wrong on the wing. Fogelström.
Another goal for Sweden from the right wing. Number 5, Hanna Fogelström.
6 from 6, in fact, here, 6 minutes to go. And I'm afraid, though, that problems for Czech Republic are that in the last 12 minutes, they've just managed a couple of random goals here or there, while Sweden have racked up 8. It was only 20-21 at that point. Came off a defender. That'll be a throw-in from the corner. Czech Republic keep possession. Defending inside the area. Lindblom knew it. She did interfere directly with the shooter's arm, but she was inside the area in her way. Couldn't quite bring her arm over. No mistake this time by Hrenkova.
Czech Republic, scored by number 7, Romana Hrenkova.
6th goal of the game for her. Bench applaud. 2 from the penalty line. And so we're into the last 5 minutes of the game. Torstensson. Well, this time they gave her too much space. They've been fairly good at coming out and closing the options down, but not that time, and it brings up 30.
Scored by number 17, Linnea Torstensson.
And a quick response, meanwhile, down the other end by the Czech Republic for Keclíková.
Goal Czech Republic, scored by
Second goal for her. 6 goals in it. It's not impossible. It's improbable. Come back by the Czech Republic. Jamina Roberts into the wing. Even Fogelström with a scoring record today can't score from that angle. Torstensson again. Roberts has come around the back. Into the line. Well, bit by bit, they've come up to suck the defence out, and in the end, the ball goes into the line. But a fine save by the keeper off the shot by Blum. Counts for nothing. It's a penalty. There it is again. The ball goes in. Blum turns and the defender's inside the area. It was good effort, though, by the keeper, Satrapova, who now has to face a penalty. Gulden thought she was going to take it, but she's got herself a 2-minute suspension.
2-minute suspension.
I think she went on too quickly to take the penalty before they'd made a substitution. It's kind of ironic. And a discussion going about who's going to take the penalty, I think. Or who's going on, I think, more to the point. Alm will take the penalty. Alm scores her first of the game. Alm, who's been less in evidence for Sweden as the competition's gone on. She opened up with 10 goals against Denmark. There's Gulden, who's been sent off after that confusion over the substitution. Oh, fantastic goal. Romana Henkova teed up to perfection by Kutovashrova. 7 goals for her. Little Kempe there to entertain the crowd. 6 goals in it, but we have less than 3 minutes remaining, and even short-handed, Sweden will hold on. Famous last words. Torstensson, Roberts about to go through, but a free throw's been given. Roberts covered all the way by Matauskova, who's now come in the defence. 25-year-old who plays for Start Airblag in Poland. In fact, the only Czech expat, the number 24. Well, the Swedes responding in kind. Anything you can do. Helleberg with a 5th goal. Kempe as well. And again, the mistake by the Czech Republic. Nicely played. Alm unselfishly passes the ball on to Linn Blum, the 20-year-old.
Another easy goal for Sweden.
Blum, who scored 4 for the Swedish team debutant, who arrived here with just 1 international to her name. And Blum, who plays for the Swedish champion Sävehof, will be delighted with that. 1.5 minutes remaining. That's nice. Well, what a performance by Kutovashrova.
Czech Republic scored by number 11.
4th goal for her. And Sweden are back to full strength again, and we are nearing the last minute of play in this game. Well, Sweden now need France and Denmark to lose in the next 2 matches for them to finish 3rd in this group as we go into the last minute of the game. Sweden leading 33-26. Alm from the outside. Torstensson showing what we haven't seen much of from her today. 3rd goal of the game for the left back. Another powerful long-range effort. 34-26. Into the wing. Comfortable save by Grubström, but we have a 2-minute suspension. Have we? I thought the referee pointed for a 2-minute suspension.
Sweden, number 2, Ulrika Ågren.
And so, well, she seemed to say that. I'm not quite sure, but It's actually gone to the Swedish player for blocking on the wing, and I think it's Ågren who's gone off. There she is. So her match is over. Not that it makes a huge amount of difference, as we are literally in the dying seconds of the Czech Republic's final game. 100% record maintained. Fuglström. There it is. 7 from 7. Made up for her earlier 14% scoring rate. And the bench are up, and Sweden have done the business here today. And it was a seesaw game early on. The Czech Republic grabbed this game, scored 4 goals and took control. But 6 goals without reply saw Sweden go back in front. And although Sterbova got them back to 2021 in the 43rd minute, from then on it was all one-way traffic. Sweden just walked away with this game. They scored effectively an 8-2 exchange straight out of it, and it left the Czech reeling. And so the final score, Sweden 35, the Czech Republic 26. 2 more matches still to come here today in the Combank Arena. Before we do that, though, we'll have a look at the statistics from this one. And Sweden more efficient in the end, 54% success rate on their attacks, only 40 for the Czech Republic. And that mostly went downhill in the second half, 58% on their shooting. 14 turnovers for the Czech Republic, but in fact it's Sweden's 8 turnovers that saw the fast breaks for them coming through. But 2 missed penalties as well in the first half for the Czech Republic really didn't help their cause. And this is the scoring. You can see how at the beginning there Sweden started slow, but afterwards those long gaps when the Czech Republic weren't scoring, and Sweden asserted control over the game. Well, the top scorers for both teams, 7 goals apiece. Hrenkova for the Czech Republic, and Fuglström with 7 from 7, very impressively for them. Gulden, the next best for the Swedes, with 6 goals. And this is where they all came from. Nicely spread out, only at the right-back position for the Czech Republic. They had no success, otherwise long-range shooting a little bit off today. 5 fast breaks to add to that, and 2 penalties as well. And this is for Sweden. A nice spread. Again, the right-back position, a little quiet, but a lot of that was because Jamina Roberts was running towards the centre, then breaking through. So it's probably not exactly reflective of that, but 15 shots from 6 metres, 4 fast breaks and 3 penalties to add to that. So it means then that for the moment, Sweden move up the table just behind Serbia with 5 points. Czech Republic stay rooted to the bottom. Next up, though, it's France against Serbia. That should be an interesting one. So Sweden, for the moment, though, they have beaten the Czech Republic in the first game of the day. Hope you've enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. But for now, from me, Paul Bray, until next time, goodbye.